Hi. Today we're going to solve one-step equations, adding and subtracting, and in the next video we'll do multiplying and dividing. So here's your equation, and numbers are little boxes, and then the x's are the long ones. So in each one a picture is a little different, but for this, the long one is the x, it's the unknown. It's like a mystery box. So let's start here. To solve equations, like the one up here, you must get x by itself. So we don't need all these extra numbers, right? We want to get x completely alone, okay? If we get x completely alone, then we know how much it's worth. So first thing we do is we write down the equation. So the equation is 1 equals x plus 5. Now, what is the operation in the equation? It's right there, okay? So adding is the operation. And what's the inverse or the opposite of adding? Not adding, but subtracting. All right, so we're going to use subtracting to get x by itself, okay? So if we have 5 positives over here, what we need to do is put 5 negatives over here. And these are negative ones. Okay? But whatever we do to one side, we have to do to the other side. Okay, we talked about this in the video prior. Okay, what does that look like on paper? Well, it looks like we're going to put minus 5 here and minus 5 here and a big long equal sign. Now we're going to work top down, okay? So the x, there's nothing there, so x is x. So plus 5 minus 5, that becomes 0, so we don't have to write anything. And down here, 1 positive and 5 negatives, those kill each other, and we end up with 4 negatives, okay? So what's in the magic box? In the magic box is a -4. So let's see. Put your answer. So put it in to the equation. If the equation is balanced, to see if the equation is balanced. Balance means both sides have the same value. So let's put it back in there. We started with 1 equals x plus 5. If we put it back in there, we're going to put in -4 for x. And what does -4 and positive 5 equal? They equal 1. So these you can completely check. See if you're right. All right, so on the back, so what's the operation? -2. So what we're going to do is we're going to add 2 to get rid of it. And we have to do that to both sides of the equation. And so these two cancel out. X equals 10. All right, on the next one, we have adding. Adding, this is positive. We want to get rid of positive 45. So we want to subtract 45. Okay, those cross out and we get x equals -32. How did I do that? Well, my 45s were negative and there were more of them. And so I killed off 13 of them. And I ended up with some negatives. All right. So b minus 2.5. So this works with fractions. We just add 2.5 to both sides. And those cross out. b equals 7.5. And the last one, we want to get rid of the 8, so we're going to subtract it. C equals 17. Okay, if you have any questions, ask your teacher.